Hey everybody, I put together this quick tutorial in response to a question that came up inquiring about an option or an alternative to using file in place to get a Photoshop document into Illustrator while preserving the transparent background. And the question was whether you could use either copy and paste or if there was a drag and drop method. So while you can't use copy and paste because it will give you a white background as opposed to the transparent background, you can definitely drag and drop. So what I have open now is Illustrator as well as Photoshop. And this is the document that I'm going to be using, the sweater. And you can see that the document does have the transparent background. That's what this gray and white checkered background is. Keep in mind that you do have to have a transparent background in the Photoshop document in order for it to work in Illustrator. So the first method is going to be just a regular drag and drop, and what you'll do is go to wherever your file is, your original Photoshop file. Mine is on my desktop here, and I'm going to click on it and drag it and drop it onto the page in Illustrator. And there it is, and you can see that the transparent background has been preserved. So that's the first method, very simple. Your second method is if you switch back over to Photoshop, up at the top of your document, right next to where the name of your document is, you'll see a little thumbnail of your sketch or whatever it is. And what you're going to do is you're going to click and hold on top of that thumbnail and drag that over into your Illustrator document. And again, you can see that the transparent background has been preserved. Now, when you're dragging and dropping from Photoshop, from that little thumbnail, one thing to keep in mind is that this is going to drag and drop your saved document. If you have played around with it or done other things and you have not saved, it's not going to allow you to drag that thumbnail. Also, what it is going to drag into Illustrator is your finished file. And what that means is whatever it looks like when it's saved. So if you have some layers turned on or off, that is what's going to be dragged and dropped into Illustrator. Now, if you want to work with any layers, multiple layers that were in the original Photoshop file within Illustrator, what you would then need to do in order to have those separate layers is to now embed the file. And once you click embed, the option for convert layers to objects is the one that you want to choose so that all the layers will then be separate. And once you hit OK, you'll need to release the clipping mask because it will automatically create a clipping mask. And from there, you'll be able to separate the two layers. So my top layer had just my outlines, and I had a blending mode on it, which is why where the white was, you'll be able to see through it. And underneath it was just the color. So that is your alternative to having to always do file in place, is to drag and drop either from your desktop onto the page or from the thumbnail in the Photoshop document. So I hope that's been helpful, and thanks for watching.